Yeah, about now. I didn't have my mic turned on. How are you? Inferno burn. You might want to hold on one second, brother. Not now? You still can't hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, sorry. What's up, Isla? Wow, it's 7:30 in the morning here. How's everybody doing? I just woke up. I didn't even brush my hair yet. Rashes are falling out. That's okay, no problem. I'm live. I'm gonna try to see something real quick though. I'm making a. You know, how's everybody doing around the world? There's 440 in the. Wow. 4:40 in the afternoon. You're in Greece, right? Right, Island. Oh no, you're in Pakistan, right? Furnaburn. 4:40. That would be nice. Like it's hard to see. Let me see what it should. Like the sun is just coming up. It's still a little dark outside. There's bright light in my studio. What's up, Enzo? How's everybody doing? Oh, one second. One second. There we go. What's going on, Enzo? I didn't set anything up yet either. Good morning. Oops. Okay, let's set something up real quick. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, is it 4:41 in the afternoon? 16:40. Oh, it's not. It's alphabetical order. These are the cities. Gee, you guys crazy. Sleep. It's too, Enzo. Where are you at, Enzo? I'm in Georgia in the United States. 7:41. Jeez. New Jersey. Yeah. So I used to live in Maryland. So I would visit Maryland, well, obviously, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I did some skiing. I went through New Jersey, went skiing, and then I think called the Green Mountains or the White Mountains. Let's see. Which mountain range is in New Jersey? Where is White Mountain? Yeah, New Jersey. Okay, so I used to go skiing in the White Mountain Range in New Jersey. Yeah, in the U.S. I understand. Yeah, I used to go to New Jersey to go skiing when I was a kid. See if I can find a picture. Pictures. Wow, look how beautiful it was. Let me see. There's no snow. That's when there's more snow. That's where I would go skiing. Yeah, it was a lot. I've been down here for 15 years, so it was probably almost no, I was 21, so it was 27 years ago. Look how beautiful though, man. That's absolutely beautiful. This looks like a computer screensaver. Well, yeah, very beautiful place. Very beautiful. This is in New Jersey also. Favorite bike? You talking about bicycle or motorbike? My favorite bicycle that I had was it was like a generic mountain bike. It was a Huffy, and it was really heavy. I didn't really like it because of the weight, but it was my favorite because it was my first one. I had BMX, when I was a kid. Let's see if I can find one. 1980s BMX bikes. This is what they look like. It was blue, just like this, with yellow mags, because they were so heavy. The steel was so heavy. Now they make them out of aluminum and stuff, so they're light. But this is back when they were made out of steel and they're very heavy. So to make them a little bit lighter, they used plastic wheels called mags. So my sister had a white and pink one. They have white mags on them. Let me see if I can find it. There wasn't very many. Not like now. Nowadays you can buy from China and India and Canada, all over the world. But these were the ones that were available to us in the United States back then. Let me see if I can find one. Totally rad, radical. What's up, Alicia? And these were to go fast. These over the spokes and the mags, they put plastic. Like if you see now, this is back in the 1980s, but now the professional bike racers in the Olympics and stuff like that, or not Olympics, but like Tour de France, they have those plastic covers so the wind goes around them easier. Huffy. Okay, I had a Huffy. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can find out what year it came out. Fortress. That's what it sounds like. What year did the Huffy Fortress debut? So yeah, so that was in the 1970s and 80s. The Huffy Fortress was not a oh, wow. Huffy's history. Okay, the company was founded in 1892. Oh, here's the Huffy Fortress 3.0. What's up? Yeah, the world is older than we think it is. We only think about it from what we know, but even like Nintendo's like from the 1800s or maybe early 1900s. No, that was the Famicom. What year did the Nintendo company start? Eight.
According to Nintendo, we've forged our own path since 1889, when we began making Hanafuda playing cards in Kyoto, Japan.
They started
Today, we're
making
fortunate to
playing
be able
cards
to
like
share our
poker cards
characters,
and stuff.
ideas, and worlds through the medium of video games in the entertainment industry.
Playing playing cards. Yeah, look at this. Ready? So you'll see if I can find any pictures. Well, there should be pictures. But the characters that they used on their playing cards are in a lot of their games. It's very interesting. Back in 1889. Let me see if I can find them. It's Peach, like Peach. What's her name? From dude. There's so many. But yes, so Nintendo was a playing card company before it was a obviously what was before computers or TVs or anything were invented. So yeah, they started as a playing card company, and then years and years, 100 years later, more than 140 years later, that would be 1920 for 2029, right? But yeah, that was absolutely cool. I had I was very lucky as a kid. My neighbors, like as people in my neighborhood would grow up and move out, they would like give their bikes away and stuff. So I got my first like two or three bicycles were hand me downs. They were older people gave them to me. Like when they got cars, because people only way they got around back in the day was bicycles, and then they would get older and they would buy a car and then they wouldn't need their bicycle anymore, so they would give them to younger kids. So yeah, I didn't. Luckily, my family didn't have much money back then, so we got free bicycles from me, my brother, and my sister. And then my mom and dad's bicycles got given to me and my brother, and they were like I used to ride my mom's, and it was a woman's 10 speed. Yeah, back in the day, that was awesome. Wow, Janissime. Janissime, is that your name? What's going on, Janissime? I'm guessing Janissime. That looks sounds like a cool name. They say my name is Janissime. Let me see, where was I? Janissime. No. Wow. Wow, that's a hard name to find. Yeah, motorcycles. I know I've had a lot of friends that had motorcycles and they're not here anymore. My grandmother used to say if it had only two tires, she'd say something else, or it was dangerous. So yeah, I know a lot of people, unfortunately. So I like motorcycles. I like the form of motorcycles, and I've driven dirt bikes and stuff a lot. But yeah, motorcycles are very dangerous, and not just because the motorcycle's dangerous, but other people on the road are so they're not paying attention. They're listening to music. They're texting and driving, and if they accidentally bump over into another lane, somebody that's on a motorcycle, you're pretty much dead, and that's the big problem. Mushroom Land O2. What's up, Mushroom? So yeah, I like motorcycles. I like the shape. I like the sound of motorcycles. Dead meat, yeah, dead meat. And yeah, I went to a lot of funerals for people, young people, 18, 19 years old, that died on because motorcycles were very inexpensive. When I was a kid, cars cost like $8,000, but motorcycles were like $1 or $2,000, so they were inexpensive to get. Let me see if I can find a good representation. Motorcycle cost 1995. Oh, I guess that won't show, but like a Honda, even a now they're selling for 17,000. A 1995 Harley Davidson is selling for 3,600. What's up, DJ? But yeah, you could get motorcycles back then for a brand new for $2,000 for an entry level like a Yamaha XV250. But yeah, they're very inexpensive, so people got them. I didn't say anything yet. I didn't say anything, DJ. I don't even know what we're talking about yet. Yeah, so you could get motorcycles at very young, very young age for very cheap. Um, and so a lot of kids that I knew, instead of getting a $5,000 or an $8,000 car, would get You get a new motorcycle for 2,000, so you get used motorcycles for like $500, and so people would do that, and then that was the end of their lives. Ninja is an amazing motorcycle. I've driven a Ninja. I've driven a Ducati. I think it was a 15. I think it was a 1500 Ducati. Okay, send them to Jay. Let's see. 2000s Ducati 1500. Maybe it was the 1000 Dual Spark DS. Ducati did not produce. When did Ducati produce a 1500 model? They didn't. Wow. Oh, 50. Okay, it was the Dosmo. Okay, it was the RR then. So it was it was not. I'm apologize. I believe it was the 989, but it had power bands. It had exhaust put on it. So it said it was equivalent to a 1500. But let me see if I can find the actual bike. Yeah, there you go. That was it right there. And so I drove that, and I used to skateboard, Alicia. So I'm old now. I'm 48. When I was in my from like 13 to like 20 years old, I skateboarded all the time. We had half pipes in my neighborhood. We had like in my yard, like all the kids who come over to my house. I had a skateboard ramp. Many of them, I had 5 or 6 of them. We would drag out different ones, pull different ones out on the sidewalk. Yeah, I used to love to skateboard. I guess that's why my hair still looks that way. But yeah, Alicia, skateboarding was one of my greatest ones. All right, DJ. Okay, yeah, but yeah, so I almost killed myself accidentally on a motorcycle. This motorcycle right here, it was actually this model, but the color of the motorcycle was green and white, and I only weighed about 110 pounds back then, and so when I was on the motorcycle, I I was on the motorcycle and I was going so fast on it that the wind was pushing against my chest and it was pushing me back. So when it pushed me back, it caused me to pull the throttle. And so then I would go even faster and my hands almost slipped off. If my hands would have slipped off doing 100 miles an hour, I'd have been a paint. Yeah, I fixed it, brother. I fixed it, Scott. You look like a skater type of guy. Yeah, I definitely used to skateboard. And I was a rock and roller. I used to tour in a band, Alicia, that kind of fun stuff. Um, but yes, Scott, I got taken care of. I got taken care of. I actually have to go back this morning in probably about 3 hours. She has to go to work at 10, and she has to do like an hour or two of work. It's 8 a.m., 4 minutes to 8 right now. So at 11 a.m., 10 a.m., she's got to go to work to the lady that whose house I'm doing work for, and she's the daughter of a neighbor of mine across the street, lit neighbor. So I have to. It got late last night, and I had to go buy parts, and I would have had to drive like 20 minutes to get parts, 20 minutes to get back to her house, and it was like 8 o'clock almost when I was leaving. And the first time I'm gonna ride my bike, I'm sub. Thank you, Enzo. Hold on, let me put you on the wall. Let me put you on the wall, Enzo. All right, hold on one second. So might be difficult to see, but I'll post all the pictures on my YouTube posts. Oh, bam, there we go. So, but the motorcycle. All right, give me a second, DJ. So the motorcycle. Scott giving you a congratulations, Enzo. I'm live every day, usually twice a day, Alicia. Not usually this early, but I may start streaming earlier. Right now, it's 3 minutes to 8 in the morning right now. My buddy DJ VR, who's in the chat, he wanted to go live now, and I was already awake, so I figured I'd do it. But yeah, I go live every day. I usually go live at 4 p.m. my time, and then I usually go till about 5:30. Then I take a dinner break, and then from 7 to like 11 p.m. So yeah, I'm on all day. All right, I'll see you later, Enzo. Thank you, brother. Thanks for the sub. But yeah, I'm every day. I've got like 8 hour streams, almost 9 hour streams. Sometimes I just jump on for a half hour or so. But oh, also, if anybody's interested, join the Discord. I'll post it real quick before we show DJ stuff. Um, I'll post the Discord in the chat if anyone's interested. It's a fun place. Lots of jokes. Lots of good people. Dang it, Richard. Post there. Post there. Thank you, Alicia. I'll get you on the wall too. Hold on 1 second. And there's a Discord. I'll pin it if anyone's interested. Okay, let me get you up here, Alicia. 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 I'll post the pictures on. I post them like once a month on the on camera. I post them on the pictures of the wall on my posts tab on my YouTube channel, so you guys can get close ups. I used to only use one camera that showed this way all the time, but I got this high quality camera, and I can do things like I can say, "Hi, Alicia." But yeah, welcome to the fam. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with DJ. Thank you, Alicia. Thanks for the sub. I got a whole bunch of funny videos if you like comedy and stuff. And I own a bunch of chickens. I build a lot of stuff. I got a cute cat. I got a couple greenhouses. Cute dogs around the neighborhood. It's a pretty good channel. I'm happy with it. All right, so let's see what DJ's got going on. Burr, burr. Okay, Discord. Oops, I broke it again. Oh, yeah, this. Oh, it's the wrong person. He's a lot. So, thank you, Alicia. Yeah, I try to be cool to everybody. So DJ, there's a lot of lies in life, absolutely. But the problem is there's one person that came on this planet that said I am the truth, and if you want to learn about it, it's freely available, and I highly recommend it. We'll talk about it some other time, but look it up. Who said I am the truth? And then you can read about their writings. He's a bit ancient, but he's dope. That's right. Scott knows what I'm talking about. And it's the if there's a book that people tell you not to read, read it. I mean, not talking about your parents or something, but if there's people like, oh my god, it's fairy tales, read it, read it. It lets you know how people in the world work, and when there's people in the world that do stupid things to try to make money, like pass laws, for instance, that hurt people, but it makes the people that pass the laws make money. That's all been done before, and it's all in this book. And that's why they don't want you to read it. They don't want you to see what their scams are. So yes, life is definitely a lie when you listen to liars. Let me say that one more time. Life appears to be a lie when all you listen to is liars. See, change. Let me adjust this real quick so we can see everything. Then, no, I'm still working. I'm still learning. Okay. Somebody's going through it. Here it comes. I th- I think I think DJ knows what's going on. There looks like there is good, but there is still hell. I trusted them, but now I feel dark, like the side of a well. I tried so hard, but no one can tell. But I know the time will come after one of the last bells. All right, so I agree with you there. I agree with you there, DJ. And one of the big problems is listening to liars. That's all you get is lies. And then when if all you listen to is liars, they build your life, they build your world, they build your bubble, they build your algorithm. And then once you realize, wait a second, that's not true. Is anything true? Yes. Just nothing they said was true. But yes, very, very, very good. Very, very good. Very good, DJ. And I would definitely like to reiterate that when people that build your algorithm are liars, then all you know is lies. Alicia says, "I'm gonna go to the work soon. See you guys around. Bye times. It's 7:03 a.m. in Oklahoma City. About to go to kindergarten. All right, Alicia. Well, it was nice to meet you, friend. I'm online every day. I'll probably start doing earlier streams. So I usually get up around. I mean, right now it's 8:05 in I'm in Georgia, but yeah. So I'm usually up by 5 or 6 a.m. anyway. So I'm gonna start going live earlier. Also, I'll do three streams a day. Yes. Usually I just sit around and scroll. So hey, I'd much rather talk to you folks. I'd much rather talk to you folks. And we got lots of cool stuff to talk about. And tell us what's going on in your school there, Alicia. When you get back, we'll be live tonight. You'll probably be back around 3 my time, which is or your time ish, which will be about 4 my time. That's about when I go on live. Thanks, Alicia. Thanks, Alicia. And I'll tell you about my girlfriend Allie when you get back, Alicia. I dated her for 10 years. Allie, her name, what we called her Allie. Ali was her name. Allie Joe. Allie Joe Peterson. Life is so interesting, I tell you. Let's see what we can find here today. Brown, brown, brown. Awesome. See you later. All right, all right, all right, Alicia. I can't wait. I got a lot to share, and I'm sure you do too. People call you Allie too. So if you have a second, if not, we can talk about it later. Let's see if I can find her. Let's see if I can find her real quick. She's married now, so she's got a different last name, but Allie Joe Peterson. Let's see if we can find a picture of her real quick. Of course not. Oh, Jordan Peterson. They're bringing up. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, she was freaking she was gorgeous. Here's an Allie Peter. All right, wait, go to work. I don't want you to be late for work, Allie. Allison. Got to go have a nose job. Bam, 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 bam. I did. I gave myself four of them. I smacked the face. I dove into a swimming pool. I had my face on the bottom of the pool. That was on my 21st birthday. Skateboarding two other times. I think Scott asked me about this before. One time I was skateboarding and a car was coming, so I got out of. I swerved to get out of the road in my skateboard, and I hit a parked car, and my face wham went down into the trunk of the car and broke my nose. Oh, and the fourth time was when I was very young. I was chasing my friend around a coffee table with sock. It was the coffee table was in the living room and it was on carpet. And I was wearing socks, and my socks slid on the carpet. My face went. So yeah, my nostrils are like different sizes. My nose is all crooked. I understand, Ariella. I know. Probably. I was just feeding into it. No, it's a joke. I understand. All right, Alicia. Nice to meet you, girl. Arila. Arila. Let's see. So, I guess DJ, if you're done, let me see if DJ posted any other edits. If anyone else wants to do any edits or anything, you can post them on the Discord, and I'll show all your work. If anyone draws or does art or does anything, poems, songs, rap, hip hop, rock and roll, country music, whatever. If anybody in my community makes anything, I'd love to put it online. You're from Israel. I've got a lot of people from Israel. Arila, I'm guessing I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yes, I'm from the United States. I'm in the state of Georgia in the United States. But I know it's hard to see the wall, but I've got like 800 people on the wall, and I got lot of Israelis, a lot of everybody's. I love everybody. Caroline, this is what my camera used to look like, and boom. But yeah, so I have to get ready and get some the internet. So internet watcher, the guy that just popped up there, Arila, Ariela. Let's see how to pronounce that. Ariela. He's in internet is in Holland or the Netherlands, whatever you want to call it. Oops. Ariela. Let's see. Let's see how to pronounce it.
Build a website you love.
Oh, we got an ad.
Is how it's said in Italian. In English, it's often pronounced as Ariella.
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 Now you pronounce it Ariella. I'm stupid. I should have figured that. What did I say? Arila.
Pronounce this name. Let's break down the pronunciation. We'll be looking at how to say more confusing names too many people.
Arila. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a learning disability I have or something. But I'm gonna put this word on the screen, and most people will be able to read it. But I used to say, I'll tell you what. I'll show you the word first. Okay. So this word right here, I used to say landowner. Land downer. I'm 48. Instead of landowner, I used to say landowner. I don't know why my brain splits the word up after the N rather than after the D. But yeah, wacky things happen. Arila, Ariella. Jeez, I'm an idiot. Yeah, but is it written that way though? Yes, that's the way it's written. Internet. Yes, yeah, that's the way it's written. It's for like. Let me see. Let me find a product. Yeah. So let me see if I can turn this off. Oops, that was the wrong person. So here, oh, dang it. So here, so here, here's the products. Landowner Products. So it was a company name that I saw on a box, and I thought it was Landowner. Okay, but there's a reason for that. I worked I worked for the movie industry, and then I just left the movie industry to do YouTube full time. I made movies in America. So I used to, before movies, I used to do IT work. So in IT, you see the word LAN, LAN, local area network. So a lot of products that I would buy and a lot of stuff that I would work with in the on for internet and networking was LAN, whatever, LAN products, LAN switches. And so when I saw Landowner, I thought it was LAN, and it was all capitals on their thing too. So Halloween Master. What's up, Eli? I ain't seen you in a while either. Eli, what country are you in? You're in Land. Yeah, you know Land. Yeah, yeah, indeed. And Eli changed his name to Halloween Master. That's good for the time. Right, man. Absolutely. Uh, yeah. So I do that with names all the time. There was a girl that came in earlier. Her name was, where is it? Janissime. And I'm guessing I pronounced that right, but this is her name, Janissime. But I probably slaughtered it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You better know land, internet. But yeah, so it's been a pretty. I do it all the time, and it's a great way. So if you meet somebody and you get their name wrong, usually they'll correct it, and then if you don't, just say okay. If you give them some information back, like you're interested in actually remembering their name, to them, it's you're remembering them, and that helps make human bonds. At least I have noticed that in my life. And a lot of people say, so I used to wear a green shirt. I don't know where it's at right now, but people said I look like Shaggy. So I used to wear a green shirt. That's why I got the same thing. And Sale, he's a guy that came in yesterday and the day before into the chat, so he's still stuck on his shirt. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That's why I like that's why I like the internet so much. The internet is like bars or taverns where initially a bartender opens a bar and he has no customers, and then one customer will come in and talks to the bartender, and then eventually a couple of weeks later he's got two, three, four, five customers, and now they're not only talking to the bartender but they're talking to each other. That's the same way live streams work. So, like, sometimes there's to be one person and me and that person are talking, but then eventually there'll be 10 people and they're talking to each other and talking to me, just like how a bar works, but we're not drinking and getting in trouble and stuff. So I prefer this a lot better. I'm still thinking Arila. Right. So and internet, I think the big thing, at least about with me, is I wanted communication with people. I wanted to be able to hang out with people and talk. So I went to the bar, and because there was lots of beer and liquor there, I would drink it. But I prefer this type of interaction better. It's much better. The only reason I started this live is really so a subscriber asked me if he wanted to show his art. So if anyone's interested, join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat. And I'm going to start doing 3 streams today. I do 2 now in the afternoon or the evening and then the late evening. But I'm going to start doing an early day stream too. So if anyone's interested in sharing anything, join the Discord, or you can sub and go to the channel. And there's an email. You can send me an email at 110thgrade at gmail.com. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to eat breakfast and get the day ready, and we'll see you guys later. Let me see. Love you all. Thank you much, and I'll see you guys later. Bow, 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 bow.